Hello YouTube, Burgboi checking back in with some more Magic the Gathering gameplay. I started the campaign last time, so this time I figured I'd show you the Archenemy set of games. Archenemy, it's you and two other people going against one person, but that one person has a theme deck that's ridiculously strong. So this time I decided to go. Gideon has the white. He's a white deck, a lot of small creatures, but they all have, but there's also equipment cards. So those little creatures can turn into some big problems later on in the game. And for my two allies, I chose to go with the Jace deck, the blue illusion deck. And me and a friend of mine pretty much went through the whole Archenemy campaign using the same setup, using 3 of the same deck. Especially this deck, and the main purpose of this setup is so that we can get a lot of illusion cards out there, and then we also have the 1/1 fly. No, not even a 1/1 fly. It's a flying card that gets +1/1 for every illusion on the deck. Illusion not in the deck, but on the field of play. So if I have 2 out there, each of them have 3. That means if I put that card out there, then it would have 9/9, because 3 plus 3 plus 3. Because that me putting that card out there would mean I get an extra illusion out there. But as you see, it start off at the beginning of the Archenemy's turn. Theme card is turned over, and depending on, and it pretty much goes by that rules for that Archenemy. So we're not starting off very slow, except for of course Ian, who's able to get his little creatures out there quickly. But you generally have a hand. If you have 3 lands, that's pretty much the perfect hand to start off with. I saw that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep this hand. Little did I realize that I only had 1 creature card in there, and everything costs at least 4 fucking mana, which was a misstep on my part. And of course, he attacks me. What reason? I don't know. Maybe he has issues. I don't care. All I know is he's pretty much attacking. He's putting his primary focus on me, and that's what you kind of do in these type of games. You try to focus who the biggest threat is. Because when I first started playing this, before I played with my friend, I would mix up the people who I'm playing with. It wasn't until I started playing with my friend that I realized maybe she has 3 of the same deck out there. But that lovely card, draw 4 cards, maximum hand to the next hand. So I just knew some bad stuff was gonna happen, like come out this guy's hand. I'm expecting that to come to me, but for some reason it goes at the other guy. I'm happy for a second, you know. I'm not gonna be put down like a fucking rabid dog. And that motherfucking card there, that card came through the expansion. Normally, in the campaign, as you beat the different Plainswalkers, you unlock their decks, and it was like 16 cards that you'd have to unlock. You get just the standard 60 card deck, and then as you win games with those decks, you unlock cards, and it started out with 16, and then I want to say the 14th of September, they put out a DLC that introduced 3 more decks and added 4 decks to the 4 cards to the decks that was already in the game. So that card that he has out there, or used that out there before he got put back in his hand, was part of that 4-card expansion. I mean, some really good cards came out there. I'm pretty sure that card's gonna come back out whenever he gets the time, and of course, once again I get hit for the 3-piece. 3-piece. I don't know why I said that. I watched too much. Anyway, as you can see, one person has plenty of creatures out there. I contemplated putting a creature out there, but of course with blue decks, a lot of counter spells and returning cards to people's hands and stuff. So I figured, I knew that that creature was gonna come back out. That, you know, for every time an opponent taps creature, it gets +1/+1. So I figured I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna wait. I could have put it up a defense knowing that he's coming at me, but this card right here, if I, you know, counter the creature spell, I could have put a creature out there. And I was expecting him to come back with another creature. And of course, he gets this fucking same card, which pretty much was a slick ass card to put out there. So instead of the other card, he puts out that 4/4 flying with vigilance. Now, this is one of the equipment cards I was talking about. +1/+1, it has haste. Me thinking, I figured I have to stop that. I went ahead and countered that because I know that card was going to be attached to that 4/4 flyer and was going to hit me with 5, 6, 7, 8 damage with the swiftness. So I had to stop that. But as things progress, hopefully I'm able to get myself out of this. Even though the other two people are doing pretty decent, I really keep playing. And as you can see, the Archenemy started out with 40 health, but the three of us only started out with 20. Guess it's supposed to be part of the balancing act of being the Archenemy, having 3 people going at you. Now I see that once again, powerful card got returned to the hand, so unfortunately I already played my my lands out, so I can't even counter that spell anymore. It was a calculated risk, because like I said, I'm down to 13. I was, you know, destroy 3 target non-land. That's awesome. Mine, and I'm thinking the 2 unblockables, but no, he comes at me and only did 2. That's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, the only reason I know they're unblockables because on all the cards, if they have some type of ability, unblockable, haste, first strike, flying, whatever, there's a symbol that appears on the card. So that little yellowish symbol, that's pretty much saying that it's unblockable. And of course, he gets that fucking card out when I don't have the fucking lands to stop it from putting it out there. So I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome. Yeah, at this point, it's like I don't even care. I'm just gonna put that out there and hope for the best. Even though the problem with majority of illusion cards is if they get targeted by any spells or abilities, you have to do them, which is kind of stupid. Hey, it's the life we live. And as I'm seeing that thing get powered up from those the 2 attackers, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, this would be a great time to pull this mind control, take that card right there, and our problems would be solved. Yeah. This card didn't help us much either because we all went to the lowest person's life total, which was mine, which is 13, and that wasn't cool. That creature right there, that's a powerful motherfucker. Pay 1 and you can tap any other target creature. Yeah, and then that card there is just ridiculous. Of course he attacks my 5/5 flyer because that's an ability, and I'm like wide open like a whore. I'm wide open. I'm thinking somebody could help me out with some blocking issues, but they can't. But once again, I'm pondering as to whether or not I should do certain things. I could put that card back in his hand, you know, but I'm just trying to weigh my options out. And as I'm thinking about these things, I believe the guy to my left pulled up that mind control. So I'm like, I'm so glad I did not try to put that bitch back in his hand. So I'm good now. you know, I'm somewhat safe. I'll let the first main phase go through. He's gonna attack. I think they both attack. Both of my teammates attack. Get him down a little bit more. Even though he's blocked with that. It's like, should I or should I not put this creature right there? I still figured out wait. And he puts another creature right there. Helps solidifying his defense. This guy over here has 5 fucking creatures out there and I have none. I'm still playing the, you know, the guessing game with this shit. And for some reason, every now and then this game, my cat's a brain fart, waiting on the next damn card to flip over. There we go. Choose a creature with flying, one that's without flying, and someone's graveyard. That's awesome. So I figured the flyer to my right, the card that we took control of on my left, and probably that guy's same graveyard, because he has more stuff as graveyard than either one of us. That's pretty much right. Another equipment card. Isn't that much of a threat just yet, unless he puts it on that one that's already flying and has, you know, double strike. Ah, see, held that card for a reason. Came in handy then. Put that fucking flyer to the side. Don't need too many more flying creatures. He comes at me. That's awesome. And because he has double strike, what happens is, before you get the block, he hits you for his 2, and which will pretty much kill him. So I went ahead and killed the 1/1 that was able to tap everybody, because now its power is useless, so it really didn't matter. Let's see, right here, trying to weigh my options out, which could, I mean, if he comes at me again with that flyer, I'm dead. So do I return stuff to his hand, or wait for him to attack, hit him with the -7, so he can't do any real damage to me? And since I see the creature card and this card are both for 4 mana, and I have 8 mana out there, I figure I'd go ahead and try to, you know, shore up my defense. I choose not to attack because I have to watch my ass. They hit him. I think he blocks 2 of that damage, but it gets him down pretty fucking far. Like 11, I believe. Yeah, 11. But then this guy plays the ultimate thank you card, which means we get an extra turn, and at that point, I finally see the card that we've been waiting for, the Kevorkian Mist, whatever. But, you know, power and toughness equals the number of illusions on the field. I'm fucking ecstatic. We finna kill this motherfucker. And I'm so happy. I am so happy. You know, putting extra, you know, illusions out there, even though we're pretty much gonna kill him next, you know, anyways. I decided to go ahead and put that card and the equipment card back in his hand. For no fucking reason. We're gonna kill him anyway, but I don't feel like doing that. He draws more cards. He pulls out his that he just pulled. You know, we're not gonna get to use them. It's great to know that, you know, they finally fucking appeared. So go ahead, hit him with the massive damage. We win. We having a party. Not really. Same difference. My team wins, and I don't have to worry about that motherfucker anymore. He's a beast going 1-on-1, but I guess with this, it was no match for us. But until next time, people, deuces.